Nobody epitomizes the brutality of Colombia's conflict and the struggle for reconciliation more than Ingrid Betancourt. 2 decades after being kidnapped by FARC rebels during her first bid for the presidency, she announced she is running again.
Today, I am here to finish off what I started with many of you in 2002, with the conviction that Colombia is ready to change course and meet its appointment with history.
Images of Betancourt tied to a tree during the 6.5 years of her captivity made her an international symbol of the cruelty of the FARC. When she was freed in a spectacular and controversial rescue operation, she withdrew from public life, but she reappeared to support Colombia's 2016 peace deal while also criticizing the FARC. Now she says she's running again because the country is still facing the same corrupt system and political machinery that she fought back then.
My story is the story of all Colombians. While me and my colleagues were chained by the neck, Colombian families were chained by corruption, violence, and injustice.
But Betancourt's bid arrives at a time when Colombians are deeply fed up with the political establishment, and the 2016 peace deal didn't bring the expected rewards. Many criticize her for taking attention away from other less glamorous victims and for seeking compensation from the government following her captivity.
I appreciate all she had to suffer, but I also think she has gained from the situation. It's not clear to me why she's running now.
I think she learned a lot from her experience, and I think that she can be the right person for the moment. She can mean change.
Betancourt will face a half a dozen candidates in her centrist coalition in a primary in March. The question is if her popularity will translate into votes.
I think that Ingrid's strongest point is how she embodies the reconciliation of Colombia. Because of her particular history and because of the country's history, she's really trying to mend the country's wounds. But the country is in confrontation mode, not really in a reconciliation mode. So to change that narrative from confrontation to reconciliation in a period of 2 months is really a tall order.
A challenge that 20 years later, Ingrid Betancourt is ready to face head-on, convinced that she's still the best option for Colombia to fight corruption and overcome the country's history of violence. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Bogota.